David Seymour.
Mr Speaker, I rise on behalf of the ACT Party in support of the Financial Assistance for Live Organ Donors Bill, as it's currently called. And I want to start by saying what a great initiative by Chris Bishop to put a bill in the ballot that is substantive and that will make a profound difference to many New Zealanders' lives, and I think that that is a tribute to him. It must be one of the most profound gifts that a human can give to another human when they donate an organ to somebody who finds their life severely limited by organ failure, and yet that can be fixed if another person is willing to give that gift. And it's also an absolute miracle of medical technology, and we're very lucky to live at that time. But of course, as we know and as we've heard, often the incentives don't align. It's difficult for people to take the time off work, out of their day-to-day routine, to actually give that gift. And so I want to commend the committee, who have clearly worked very, very hard through the course of the last few months to improve this bill, and in particular to move from the concept of an 80% ACC payment, which was a good concept, that you should be compensated at the same rate as somebody who has a workplace injury at least, but to actually go further and acknowledge that this is not an accident when someone gives an organ. It's a gift and it should be cost neutral. So that is another real tribute to the Select Committee and the work that they've done. But I just quibble with one small amendment that I hope might emerge in the committee stages that hasn't been added into the bill by the Select Committee, and that is a practice that occurs in countries elsewhere where a person who gives the gift of an organ, and usually an organ of which people have two, finds themselves in a position where they are more vulnerable to failure of their remaining organ because they no longer have two of them. And what's been done in countries elsewhere is that under law, people that give the gift of one of their organs find themselves at the top of the priority list should they ever need to receive the gift that they have given. And so I don't properly understand why the committee didn't make that change, but I do hope that in the Committee of the Whole House stage, after this reading and before the third reading, the Committee of the House will consider making that amendment to prioritise people who have given an organ, and so you might say have a positive in their account of giving, but also have a greater vulnerability because they only have one of their own organs remaining. But aside from that minor quibble, I think this does show Parliament at its best. I think Parliament and the committee have acted much in the same way that many generous individuals do when they gift an organ. And so with that, nothing more to say. I commend this bill to the House on behalf of the ACT Party. Thank you.